Aaron Rodgers plays as a quarterback for the National Football League's Green Bay Packers. The player recently came under fire for his controversial actions following his team's win. Aaron went against a particular COVID protocol in a post-game interview and has been getting flack for being careless ever since. Find out all about the controversy and his response to it in the video ahead. Let's begin. Firstly, what did Aaron Rodgers do to spark such massive controversy? The Green Bay Packers quarterback is receiving hate over a maskless hug he shared with NFL reporter Erin Andrews after covering a socially distanced interview on the day of Christmas, December 25th. This was a 3-minute-long conversation. Rodgers did the short interview after leading his team to a 24-20 victory over the Cleveland Browns. While these interviews are customary after the completion of a game, the COVID-19 protocols are fairly recent, given the surging cases of Omicron. Both the player and reporter stood at least 6 feet apart as they talked, but then Rodgers went in for a hug without a mask, an act that clearly violated the COVID-19 health protocols and left the people around in an awkward situation. This is also not the only time the quarterback has garnered negative attention over violation of health and safety protocols set in place by the league. Back in November, the player became the center of a heated controversy after testing positive for COVID right after saying he was immunized. Looks like Rodgers has once again managed to anger the people of the world with his careless behavior. How did Rodgers respond to the hugging criticism? Aaron defended his actions by saying that he is a hugger and doesn't find anything wrong with hugging his close friends. Andrews had been the one to interview Rodgers after the Baltimore Ravens' defeat at the hands of the Packers. The two did a high five and gave each other a hug post-conversation. "Look, I've known EA for a long time, and I think the whole thing is obviously a little bit strange," the footballer said as he made an appearance on the weekly The Pat McAfee Show. Rodgers defended the action on Tuesday and said that the exchange was no different from the other near-distance interactions he has had with fellow sportsmen on the field. "You've got to do some 8 feet apart interview, and that's my friend," he explained. "But that's the same way I'd hug a friend seeing them out on the field, or hug a guy on the opposing team that you have respect for and you play against. Look, I do what I'm told in those situations about keeping distance, but I'm a hugger, and I enjoy seeing my friends post-game," he added. The NFL player also talked about the other past and present broadcasters he's liked working with and seeing over the years, including the late John Madden. As a result of his opposition to COVID protocols, Aaron is highly unlikely to be a part of the game against the Detroit Lions, although the player might still win the MVP award this season. Is Rodgers vaccinated? Aaron Rodgers was a big part of the headlines this season owing to his comments against the coronavirus vaccine. In November 2021, the quarterback revealed that he is not yet vaccinated and does not plan to get a shot in the future either. He, along with wide receiver Allen Lazard, was charged with a fine by the NFL for not following the league's COVID-19 protocols. Rodgers said that he planned on receiving an alternative treatment against the virus due to his allergic reaction to one of the ingredients of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. The player did not specify which ingredient he was allergic to. As for Johnson & Johnson's vaccine, the MVP player was averse to it because of the vaccine's possible side effects. Whether or not Aaron plans to revert his decision and get a dose of one of the vaccines is yet to be seen. Rodgers completed 68.6% of his throws this year, which included 3,977 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. He plans to play with the Packers in the Week 18 game against the Lions, although the amount of action he will see is unknown. This is due to both his ongoing toe injury and the shortage of playoff incentives given to the team. Aaron Rodgers might still be under hot water, but there is more exciting stuff happening in the NFL arena. Stay tuned till the end of the video so you don't miss out on all the latest football news. Clinton Portis faces 6 months in prison for healthcare fraud. On Thursday, former running back Clinton Portis was given a sentence of 6 months of imprisonment followed by 6 months of home confinement. This decision was passed due to his part in defrauding a healthcare program by the NFL. The Pro Bowler pleaded guilty after he was given a retrial, as the first trial resulted in a hung jury. Besides pleading guilty, the former player also agreed to pay a restitution fee of $100,000 for fraudulent activities to reduce his sentence. Originally, he faced up to 10 years in prison. The NFL's Gene Upshaw said the NFL Player Health Reimbursement Account is a program set up to reimburse up to $350,000 for medical expenses to retired sportsmen and their families. A group of former NFL players were accused of submitting fake claims to the program, in which reimbursements for highly expensive equipment were requested. The medical equipment included ultrasound machines, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, and electromagnetic therapy devices. Ex-players were found eligible for the program based on fabricated documents, prescriptions, and more. The full amount expunged in the fraud totaled to $2.9 million. Portis is one of the 15 players who pleaded guilty to infiltrating the healthcare program. Some other players are up against even more serious legal action. The ringleader of the plan was picked out to be Portis' former colleague in Washington, Robert McCoon. He is reportedly facing several charges and life in prison even after pleading guilty. Cowboy star Amari Cooper Cooper faces punishment from the NFL. Cowboys receivers CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper were maskless on Wednesday as they were seated courtside at the Mavericks game against the Golden State Warriors. While Lamb is fully vaccinated, Cooper is not. The NFL rule states a player who is not fully vaccinated is prohibited from attending a professional sporting event unless he is seated in a separated seating section, such as a suite or owner's box, is wearing PPE, and there are no more than 10 people in that separate seating section. The Cowboys recently received some tough news as defensive star Micah Parsons and offensive lineman Tyron Smith were fixed on the reserve COVID list amongst other players. Parsons, too, was seen seated courtside without a mask at the Mavericks-Nuggets game, but he might not face punishment as he is vaccinated and didn't technically violate any rules. Unvaccinated Cooper, however, will probably face some retribution from the NFL. Even vaccinated players are strongly recommended to wear a mask. The NFL is authorized to fine players who don't follow protocols up to $14,000. The Cowboy wideout was unable to attend 2 games due to testing positive for COVID. The decision regarding his violation is still pending. Will Aaron Rodgers continue playing with the Green Bay Packers after his success? Aaron Rodgers' future was set with the Green Bay Packers till the end of 2021, and they seem to be having a good time with a quarterback. But the player has managed to gain a record of 13-3 in 16 NFL games, and as such, will be getting another MVP award. So is he starting to think bigger with more success coming his way? Rodgers was asked this question on the Adam Shine podcast. The quarterback replied, "The grass is greener where you water it." I really believe that. And you know, that's an adage to dissuade people from going out and taking risks and chances. And you know, I think that where you spend your time and energy and what you choose to water will always be the greenest part of your life. I decided when I came back that I was going to be all in with the team and all in to see things move forward to a better place. Whether or not Rodgers will be traded off by Green Bay is yet to be seen in 2022. LSU cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. eyeing to enter 2022 NFL Draft. One of the top talents in college football, LSU cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. is looking to file for early eligibility to be a part of the 2022 NFL Draft. Stingley underwent foot surgery in October, due to which he had to miss all but 3 games in the final season of his college football career. He had already established himself as a true talent even as a freshman in 2019. In his freshman season, the junior footballer earned consensus All-America honors with an SEC-leading 6 interceptions and 15 pass breakups in 15 games. The NFL veteran Corey Raymond is his coach. The young man is the grandson of former New England Patriots wide receiver Darryl Stingley. For the 2022 draft, he has until January 17th to file declaration papers with the league. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Aaron Rodgers' controversial hug? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And we'll see you in the next one.